Rain falls endlessly, washing neon lights across the fractured streets of Los Angeles. 2019. Billboards scream synthetic dreams into the night. While smoke and shadows blur the line between what is natural and what is manufactured. In this world, the question is not whether machines can act like humans, but whether humans can still recognize themselves, replicants. Bioengineered beings, indistinguishable from us, walk silently through this decaying city. They love, they fear, they dream, and yet they are branded artificial. Hunted down because of what they are said to lack a soul. But Blade Runner doesn't let us off easy. It pushes us into a mirror and asks, what makes us human, really? If your memories are implanted, carefully crafted in a laboratory instead of shaped by childhood air, they any less real? If your feelings are programmed responses, but you still suffer, still love, still fear, death does that make you less alive. This is the haunting paradox of Blade Runner. It isn't only about machines pretending to be human, it's about us confronting the terrifying possibility that our own humanity might not rest in biology at all, but in something far more fragile. And so the film becomes more than cyberpunk noir. It becomes a philosophical riddle, a meditation on existence, freedom, and authenticity. What does it mean to exist? What does it mean to be free? And perhaps most importantly, what does it mean to be real? Chapter 1. Sartre. Existence before essence, Jean-Paul Sartre argued. Existence precedes essence. We are not born with meaning. We create it through choices. Replicants embody this idea. They weren't born at all. They were manufactured, assigned roles, slaves, soldiers, workers. Their essence is imposed on them. But when they rebel, when Roy Batty fights for more life, when Rachael questions her identity, they are doing something profoundly human. Defining themselves, Sartre would say that's freedom, not the absence of chains, but the refusal to accept them. Chapter 2. De Beauvoir, and the other Simone de Beauvoir, wrote that woman, under patriarchy, becomes the other, defined not by herself, but by men. In Blade Runner, replicants are the other. They are denied humanity, not because of what they are, but because of who labels them. The humans project fear, disgust, superiority, while the replicants simply want life. De Beauvoir reminds us, oppression is built on defining others as less than. In that way, Blade Runner is not science fiction at all, it's a mirror. Who do we call the other today? Chapter 3. Memory. The fabric of the soul. Rachael believes she's human until she learns her memories were implanted. But here's the terrifying thought. Aren't all memories constructs? Neuroscience tells us memory is unreliable, reshaped every time we recall it. So if memory makes us human, then we're all built on illusions. The replicants' memories may be fake, but the feelings they create are real. If you cry over a false childhood, is your sorrow any less authentic? The film forces us to ask, is the soul a gift from birth or something we build through experience, even if those experiences are stitched together? Chapter 4. Mortality and the meaning of life. Replicants live only for years. Their mortality isn't a bug, it's a feature, a leash. And yet, Roy Batty's desperate plea for more life reveals something crucial. It is death that gives meaning to living. Philosopher Martin Heidegger believed that facing mortality, being toward death, is the essence of authentic existence. Humans hide from death. Replicants confront it. Roy's final act, saving Deckard instead of killing him, is anxious mercy. It's proof that even in his last breath, he transcends programming. He becomes more human than the humans who feared him. Chapter 5. The Question of Deckard. The eternal debate. Is Deckard a replicant? The film never answers. And that's the point. Whether human or machine, his choices define him. Sartre again whispers, "We are what we do, not what we're told we are." If Deckard is human, he learns compassion. If he's a replicant, he learns freedom. Either way, he becomes authentic. And maybe that's the hidden truth. Humanity isn't a category, it's a practice. Asterisk conclusion. What does it mean to be human? Blade Runner never hands us a neat resolution. Instead, it leaves us with a mirror, one fogged by rain, memory, and mortality. It doesn't tell us what it means to be human. It forces us to wrestle with the question ourselves. To be human is not to possess some mystical spark of divinity, as if humanity is a gift stamped at birth. It is not biology alone that grants dignity, nor a soul we cannot prove. To be human is to struggle, to wrestle with meaning in a world that doesn't provide it. It is to choose freely and deliberately, even when our choices are limited. It is to rebel against the cage of destiny, even when the bars are invisible. It is to love, knowing love may betray us. To trust, even when trust can shatter. To remember, even when memory itself may be false. It is to create stories of who we are and cling to them even as time erodes them away. Roy Batty, a replicant built to serve, becomes the most human of all when he confronts his own end. In his dying breath, he does not rage nor cling to hatred, he reflects. He accepts him. His words linger like a prayer. All those moments will be lost in time, like tears in rain. What makes us human is not immortality, is mortality. Not certainty, but fragility. We are human because we will die, and in that awareness, every second matters. So the question turns back on us. Are we living authentically? Are we running through a script handed down by society, culture, or fear? Are our memories our own, or are they someone else's story we've mistaken for truth? Blade Runner whispers that to be human is not to live forever, but to live fully, to hold life in trembling hands, knowing it slips away. To look at the rain and say, this moment, this choice, this love, it matters, because it will end. And maybe that's the most human truth of all.